Hi and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. We're in Sunday, this is our last day of the Grassroots Weekender Show. Welcome to it, to our listeners and to our DXTL TV from the Touchline viewers. And it's also the last weekend before we attempt the National Three Peaks. Now, people have been asking me how fit are you and all that. Not confident. I'm 50-50 and I know for a fact I even went to watch my grandson playing football today. Go both or more into that detail a little bit later on the show. And just standing, the bottom of my heels still aches. So, you know, this is standing still. Now I'm walking. I think the first one, Ben Nevis, is 9 mile. Dear me. I was all geared up a couple of months ago. I was really raring to go. Now I'm just worried about whether I'll make it. It's as simple as that. I want to make it, I don't want to let anyone down. And for some reason, hopefully the doctor will ring me tomorrow and I'll get some painkillers. And the painkillers will just do the job. That's all I need, just to get me through it. Get me through 3 days, that's it, you know what I mean? Put my feet up, relax then, and just plan for next year sometime. Take it easy and keep yourself nice and fit in another way. I've been doing the stretches every day, as the physio told me, just to make sure that we could try and keep up with it. But, you know, I'm attempting it, I'm getting my gear ready later on tomorrow to make sure I've got all ready. And then any tips on food? We're all stuck on food. I know one of the lads is going to one of the major stores and getting the those 3 meals, whatever it is, you know, and I'm terrible. I am terrible for water and terrible for food, so I'll probably just get some nutrition bars. I don't know about a bar of chocolate, because if it is hot, time you get to the top, it'll be like we had in there with the young commentators. It was just liquid chocolate. So I'd just be drinking it anyway, so it's not used to doing that. If any ideas you've got there, you've done it before, what did you take up there? These are the 3 peaks. We can have a little meal when we get back down, because as soon as we get back down, it's a couple of stretches and we're straight into the van. It's going to take 6 hours, I think it is, to Scotland from Liverpool, and it's going to take us something like 6 hours getting to the lakes, depending on traffic, to get into our hotel and put our feet up. Somervale, I think it is, that we're staying. So looking forward to that one for a rest. If they've got a stream nearby, my feet in that water, ice cold. I assure you, getting ready for the next challenge, which is Scafell Pike. So fingers crossed we get through that one. All honky-dory. I've been wearing the boots, only wore them the other day for a 6 mile walk, just on 6 mile. And my toes were absolutely killing, and my feet, 2 of them, not 1 heel, 2 heels, were starting to ache a little bit. My left, more so. That's all taped up. As I say, the physios taped me up. Seems to be doing nothing whatsoever. So fingers crossed I can get through it, and I'm hoping, and then I'll be ecstatic. You can imagine me on my shows here, I'll be over the moon. I won't shut up about it. It'll be 12 months of it until we do our next challenge, but it's going to be tough. No mean feat, as our physio said to me. You're going for something here that is really hard to do, and I've had to pick it over the 3 days. Thankfully it wasn't a 24-hour one. It's been impossible, I know it would, but I'm not feeling the vibes only through my body. I want to do it, I really am determined to do it. It was something that had never occurred to me over the many years, never even come into the frame of mind. Nearly did a marathon. I've done that to help a young girl, cerebral palsy, and I'm doing this for grassroots football, for the Heart of Gold initiatives that we're starting up with Don't Cross the Line. And that's going to help out many, not just one individual, it's going to help out many. And this is the way we want to do it. We're gathering a great team, Chris O'Sullivan, and also Colin Fulton, they're on board, Paul Cochran, and well, they're the main members of the team. I'm not too sure, I think Jason's going to join us on our next challenge, but I've got to get through this one first. They're all with me, they're all hoping, fingers crossed, you know, I've come up with the idea, they're all on board with it, that I can manage it, and I'm not going to let them down if I can help it. Not going to let anyone down. I'm going to go, give it all, and just try my very best to get through there, even if the pain is excruciating, and I think it will be, but hey ho, I've got to get there, I've got to do it, and just hope we get some sleep and the body's right for it. And if we can get through Ben Nevis, I'll be more determined to hit Scarfell Pike and then Snowdon, and I've got to do Snowdon because we have Quarry Green kids and parents, managers coming up there to meet us up there, Gary Crow, JP Leary, and you know, I'm looking forward to meeting them and the kids as well. So it really is a big one, and the more attention, the more awareness we get through this, just having a sip of tea, folks, to our listeners as well. If you don't mind, otherwise it goes too cold. Lazy Grey, that is, I love that. I was introduced to that one day, can't get off it. Same as the Earl Grey, all the teas. I'll drink any teas, don't take the milk in tea, have it in cornflakes, porridge. But porridge is my main cereal, that keeps me going. So fingers crossed I can get through it on that day. So we'll have a hotel meal, not going to eat too much, the lads can eat what they want, no one's telling each other what to eat on these trips. I'll cut it down a lot, and plenty of water I suppose, but I didn't drink that much when I was doing the marathon. Right at the very end, that's when I did drink, and that was plenty of Lucozade, so maybe I'll take some of that for when I finish them, because I don't drink. I think there's one or two of them that might drink, but they're not going to be drinking on that day, I assure you. They're all geared up for it, they'll be doing it, I'm geared up, and we just hope we don't get blisters. We've been forecast we're going to get many blisters by our guide, thanks Ian. It is tough, but we'll be working on the feet, we'll be using all kinds, as much as I possibly can, to get ourselves really fit. So that's the story up to now, so wish us luck, and please, if you've got any spare pennies, we'd love some funding, some incentive to get us going, especially me, and go on our Gofundme page, which is DXTL Hearts of Gold Initiatives. You just type that in, saves me giving you a link, you'll come up to it, you'll see the big heart, a golden heart, DXTL Hearts of Gold Initiatives, and just donate what you can there, please. The more the merrier. We just want to get in there, then we'll have our team, then we'll have discussions, meetings, and bring everyone involved, and we know what we want to try and do. We've got some great meetings set up, and honestly there'll be some sad stories along the way that we're going to be facing, I know that, and there'll also be some sad stories that we'll be helping, a lot of them, and trying to keep vulnerable children, we're trying to keep disadvantaged children in playing sport, introduce them to sports, get them playing, people who can't afford things, and we're getting businesses on board as well. So if you're a business, then please come on board with us and help us out as well. We have Aintree Sofas who have been brilliant. In fact, we found 2 teams that they can sponsor, are going to help them out, and they're going to help me out as well when I do tournaments with referees. There's a plenty, really a lot going on. So I need your support if you can, please. DXTL Hearts of Gold Initiatives. Please donate what you can. The appeal's out there. The more awareness we get, the bigger it will get, I assure you. And we do want to change and turn it into a national charity which we can help everyone across the globe. Not across the globe, but you know, in the UK. We will know there's cases there. We can travel, we can visit, we can do things. We want to try and get players on board, which we should do. It's a local initiative that is going to go bigger and better, and I assure you, you may be one day helping or looking to us, and we may be helping you. So it's always worthwhile donating, and if you're donating, then we know that you have a heart of gold, and we'll thank you immensely on here, everywhere we possibly can, social media, and our supporters will thank you as well. You watch how it builds up, especially with the kids today. The kids need it and we need it. So it's something that's going to be extra special. Many of you are probably thinking, how's it going to work? Well, we'll do a show and we'll tell you just how it's going to work, and when you see it, you'll want to donate. Please donate now anyway, just get our funding up. I've been round with a sponsor form as well. If you want to sponsor me, mal@don'ttextheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. And you can sponsor us there, we're not bothered. I look forward to that. So I'll just bring this microphone a little bit closer in case it was a little bit distant to our listeners when it goes out on SoundCloud and Mixcloud. Well, out and about today, myself and my youngest son, you know, I'm only 21, so you can imagine he's young, he's running this football team, and I happen to have my grandson in there and he's improving. And I was a little bit off today, I was a little bit tired, which kids do, we all get that. I was tired, I'm tired, And it's one of those things where you don't feel like doing things. Well, that happens to kids as well, and we can't be over pushy towards them, can we? But sometimes they can't tell us what they're doing, what they're going through. They want to try their hardest for you. They don't know how to express themselves. So you just let them play and enjoy themselves. And they've got a smile on their face, then that says a lot. And we went to the, excuse me, the LFC, not LFC, LCFA Sefton. And I know there's a lot of work going on there. And the 3G pitches that they were getting done there, well, they're getting work on there. I think they've done on the reception area. Looking good inside the reception, yes. But it was a little bit awkward, to say the least, to try and watch the games. Because they have boards over, it's the pitches, 3G pitches, with the side boards, and you've seen the netting around on the top, and the longer goals, and you have the cones out where the kids don't run into the barriers. And they won't at that age, they're only under sixes, going into under sixes for September. And I was trying to get my head in, looking around, you couldn't see, it's unfair on the parents. We know, we always say, well, we'd rather have football without parents, because the kids will enjoy it better and they'll learn more from the coaches. Yes, we do, but you've also got to understand, and I'm never against any grandparents, any mums, dads, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, going to watch that football match themselves, because they want to see, they want to live their lives through the kids. That's something they didn't do. They want to see them developing and improving, and the smiles on their faces, and they encourage them, and you do, and the kids love encouragement. We all loved that when we were children, that's what it was all about. But we couldn't see. There was no way, it was awkward. We did think that the cones were out so we could all stand around the side, and thought, that's a good idea. Kids won't run into us, they'll know anyway. And if they're going to run into the boards, well, there's a parent there to stop that anyway. But then they had to move us all. And when we moved outside, it was really, really hard, because there were so many parents, and there's only little gaps on either side of the goal, because the boards were up above the goal, you couldn't see anything there. So in the end, I walked around from the front into the reception area, as you all know, and walk around to the main pitches where the adults play on there. And I happened to be able to see the whole game then, but still through netting. And there was a bit of a moat around, but I could see what was going on basically. Other parents, it was a longer walk for them to go through, and you know, to be with the kids, so they didn't venture. They just tried to scrape in and have a little look. It was awkward, to say the least. But I'd love to see the improvements on that. Obviously there's a lot of money going on there, maybe they will do when they do the pitches up. But the kids, excuse me, the kids are playing on them now, and we could see all the bits of rubber, as they call it. I think it's something else. There's another name for it, but we all know what I'm talking about. And it's all over the kids' legs and everything. They're stuck. You see them trying to pick it out of the boots and what have you. But it was an enjoyable game still, and you love it at that age. You can see them developing, and it's all 9 times out of 10. It's a free for all with youngsters, isn't it? And you try and encourage them to go into space and what have you. But no, they want that ball. It's their ball. They need to get a kick at that ball, and that's the way grassroots football goes. So I'm looking forward to watching my grandson, couple of my son's playing football come September. One locally, where they're going to the Walton and Caredale Junior Football League, Jeffrey Humble, and the other one at the, should I say this, A League, well, Alexander Arnold. It's his Junior Football League that he's going into. So looking forward to that. I think it's on a Saturday, but it won't be every Saturday, obviously, where it comes first. And if we can get up there many times as I can, that's even better. Because you haven't got much time, maybe you want to see the grandsons growing up and playing the game and developing their skills, as well as the referees that we do. There was no referees there, all managers done them themselves, and I think there was a bit of a tournament on there today anyway. So it was pretty chocker, to say the least. But whatever you've been, and you out and about, or the out and about, hope you were out listening to my show yesterday. I've had no feedback off Ray or Steve yet over that youngster from River Juniors, but it was great. And if you've not seen it, if you're not here, just have a look back on the show and have a little listen about it if you could, regarding why the youngster had a little growl at me, snarl at me. It was funny. And I don't want to upset anyone in grassroots football. If I do, I really sincerely apologise. And I think everyone who knows me knows that I'm only trying to do the good for the youngsters, the young referees, and also the kids on the football pitch as well. I just want to bring everyone together, as we have been doing since 2003 with Don't Cross the Line campaign. It's working a treat. We work with all football's governing bodies, and now the season started, the Premier League. I'm sure you're all happy with that. I'm sure you're all looking and saying, well, my team did well. 2 Merseyside teams started off with a win, so there's Rafa. I think I heard a few boos at Goodison Park at half time. I don't think many would be happy with that one, but at the end of the game, you went through 3-1 winners, and I saw that game, and I didn't think Southampton played bad football, to be honest, but it was one of those games when the goals go in, they go in, don't they? It's simple as that. We all have them, and we're all going to get them. And it was nice to see Liverpool to start off, so we're all on 100% win, aren't we? And there's plenty of teams out there as well, and Brentford. Friday night I was wrong, hold my hands up. I did say Arsenal would beat Brentford 4-1, but my honest opinion, and I'm sorry Arsenal fans, but I think that was the worst Arsenal performance I've ever seen throughout since I've been watching Arsenal in the Premier League. For some reason, you know, you all may want Arsene Wenger back, but he was the main man behind your team. That's right, the way I look at things. And obviously times move on, we all know that. You'd never get him back. But you've not done much since, and that was woeful the other night. And Brentford just come up, the supporters fantastic. It was great to see them doing a lap of honour on the first game. Will that last forever? Never? No, we all know that. And I'll still stand by it. And I'm sorry, Brentford fans, I do believe that your run will come to an abrupt end and you'll start going downhill, and I think you'll come up and go down. That's my forecast, and it's up to you lads to prove me wrong in the long run, isn't it? But that's just one of my forecasts, and it takes me 3 or 4 games when the Premier League starts to really get into it, to watch the teams and start giving my forecast who's going to be there. And I know the punters have all gone for Manchester City and Chelsea because of Lukaku, but they all say one man doesn't make a team. And I was looking at Liverpool and I thought, we can only get better. That was a good performance. I think when we went all those many games without being defeated, we didn't play as good as we did at the opening game there against Norwich. I thought, wow, these are better. This is a better performance, because we were scraping games, we were winning games, we weren't playing that well. But I can see there's hunger in those Liverpool players. There's something different about the team. There's something that is good. There's good about the football fans, and you can see it all round. And they're going to get that, and that's going to adapt around every player, even the youngsters. You can see it. Even Salah, Mane coming together, trying to prove that myth wrong where they weren't passing to each other. Well, that's totally out of order. You can see it now that it's working, and this is my opinion. I'm still going for it, and we've only played the one game, but I do think that the 12th man at Anfield is going to really see us through it. But I'll miss that game. I don't know whether I can get any reception. Does anyone know? The top of Snowdon, we'll all have the phones on, listening to the scores. I'll be doing a dance if I'm up there as soon as we score a goal. But I do think Liverpool will turn it on against Burnley. Sorry, Burnley fans. But it is the Premier League, and you can all have your own say in it. We all support our own teams. We'd be mad if we didn't, wouldn't we? And that's the way it goes, I must admit. Well, we've got just over 2 minutes left at the show, and I hope you've enjoyed it. It's all been about the Premier League. Hope your results have gone your way. If they haven't, well, there's always next game. I'm not too sure how much the games are going to come thick and fast. Are we going to force them through because of what's going on in COVID? Have we got extra games? Are we going to get rid of the season? I'll have to check the fixtures and then come back to you, because I've been that busy. It's come round too quick. It really has. 3 Peaks seemed months away yesterday, but it's on top of us. When I was announcing it, I was geared up, I was looking forward to it. And as I say, it's come next week. We leave just before midnight on Wednesday. Then we travel 6 hours, and we start that climb around about 6:30 AM to 7 AM. And then we've got a banner to hold at the top. So we've got to get that ready as well. So there's a lot to get ready, and I'm going to really concentrate to make sure that all goes through. But remember, please, folks, it is for you, the football family, the grassroots football family. We are doing this, something extra special for grassroots football. That is why I brought in this Hearts of Gold initiative. There's a lot going on, a lot of work behind the scenes. Quarry Green, can't wait to meet you up there. Looking forward to it. And also Belfry, Dave Sheeran, JP Leary and Gary Crow and everyone who's turning up from Quarry Green, and the kids. Can't wait to meet you up there. I really, really can't. And if you want to meet us up there, you can meet us. We should be around about 7 AM, around about Ben Nevis. Meet us up there if you're a team from Scotland, the Highlands, or if you could be travelling. meet us up there, do the climb with us, and make us a donation if you don't mind. That'd be brilliant. Whatever it is, just give us a donation and come up with us, and we'll have some banter with you as well. And then Scarfell Pike down at the lakes there, if you want to meet us there, please come up, meet us there, make a donation, go to the Heart of Gold initiatives, come and do the climb with us, meet us. You'll be our best friends. We'll put you all over social media. We'll do a little bit of filming, get you on the films as well. And then obviously we know about Snowdon. How many's going to turn up at Snowdon? We've put it out to Sky Sports, put it out to BBC, ITV, all the media companies, and it might do better when we've done it actually at the end. But we've got a lot of support. We want your support, we need your support, and we want your support with us every step of the way up those 3 peaks. And fingers crossed, we all hold out and we're all celebrating at the very, very end, the top of Snowdon. That will be 3 peaks of magic, and I can't wait to achieve it. Fingers crossed that I do. Okay, thank you very much indeed for tuning in to the Grassroots Weekender show. You've listened to Mal Lee. We'll be back again. I've got to do recorded shows, by the way, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so I hope you tune into them ones, and I'll be wishing you all the best as well. So in the meantime, have a great evening, put your feet up, relax, enjoy yourselves, and I know it's Monday and the week starts for you. I hope work's great, and I hope the week flies for you. Not too quick for me, because the more time it makes this foot heal a little bit more. We'll see you Friday evening at 7 PM. Fingers crossed. From yourself, Mal Lee, and all the team here at the Grassroots Show, don't cross the line and respect programme. Have a great evening. Good night, God bless.